Prayer, day 23 of 64 days of ways to peace through nonviolence. Prayer. Gosh, for a lot of us, prayer is a process of begging. Please, 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 I'm praying, please. What if prayer is a communion time, coming to union time with a higher force? Maybe it's your higher source. I'm not here to speak about how you should divine to whom or what or name, to whom or what you are praying to, communing with. But imagine that there is a higher force within you, all around you, that can be found as the source of all. And that prayer is a time for you to breathe a little with the light, and to sense into your heart and think words that you might want to share the prayer with. And maybe your prayer can be an affirmative prayer, one that affirms rather than begs, to saying yes, that you can vision this, that you hope this, that you wish this. And the prayer is a process of concentration. It is a ritual. And there's something special that ritual does that brings us across, in the Chekhov world, what we call a threshold. It's like a portal that takes you from one space to another. And when we cross that threshold, magic can happen. And when we pray, when we focus, concentrate, and envision, imagine, inwardly or outwardly verbalize, in community or as an individual, we direct our energy, our force, our creative love toward an aim, toward a possibility, toward a state of being, so that we can pray for peace, and we can pray to be an instrument of peace. We can pray for those we know, those we love, those we've never met, will never meet, that they experience peace. During the act of prayer, we have an awareness. We are setting a clear intention. I pray that we may have peace. I pray where there is violence, that peace may come. I pray where there is doubt, serenity. I pray where there is hopelessness, that hope will fill. I pray, each time I pray, I cross a threshold into the possibility of transformation. I pray for peace.